Deontay Johnson suspended from the Baltimore Ravens, and on Monday, I came and talked about how the Steelers, they might have an opportunity to get Deontay Johnson back. Here it is. Let's go. Why would they not? Why would they not take advantage of that opportunity? Because it sure sounds like Deontay Johnson is on his way out of Baltimore. Almost wrote a story supporting how the Pittsburgh Steelers should go out and get Deontay Johnson. I take all of it back because Deontay Johnson is suspended for a game with the Baltimore Ravens. Why? Because he refused to go in the game against the Philadelphia Eagles, which answered the big alarming question of why he wasn't in the game for Baltimore, gave you straight AB vibes, and once again showed you that the Pittsburgh Steelers not only won that trade, but knocked it out of the park. It was a blowout win against Carolina and both the Baltimore Ravens. And now that they're causing it, a former player that they traded away to get the guy who's leading their team in interceptions is now cost their biggest threat a 6th-round pick and distractions. I mean, that's a win. There are countless wins in that situation. The Steelers would never go back after Diontae after this one. But where do you see Diontae in a year? Where do you see Diontae this offseason? Is he playing somewhere else? Is he on a practice squad? Is this the beginning of the end for Deontay Johnson? Like, what? How does this happen? What were your thoughts when it came out?
Yeah, generational just breakdown of a career for Deontay Johnson. We were talking last year that the Steelers had 2 number ones once Deontay Johnson got back from his hamstring injury. And now you're looking at Deontay Johnson as a player that even before the suspension had 1 catch for 5 yards in 6 weeks with one of the best offenses in the National Football League. It is crazy that they didn't utilize him more. And I think that's the concerning part is why weren't they? And then obviously everything happening at this point, I think it's going to be hard pressed for him to get a major contract anywhere. Do I think he's going to get another chance? Yes, because talent talks in this league and somebody will be willing to take a bet on him. So I think he ends up signing somewhere, but it's not going to be in Baltimore. Carolina is not going to want him back. And I don't think the Pittsburgh Steelers are going to touch him either.
No, the Steelers are not going anywhere. It really is. Talk about like a contract year, fumble the bag moment is what's happening here. And I understand you're upset in Baltimore, but I mean, ride it out, my friend. Ask for a request and stay calm and just stay cool and just say whatever. If I got to get out of here, I got to get out of here, but at least I'll go put some more tape on film right now and see where I can go. But I at the same time, we all know where this is going to end. We all know exactly how this is going to end. Deontay Johnson's going to end up in Kansas City in the next 8 days, and he's going to help them win a Super Bowl. That's what's going to happen here. Or he's going to end up in Buffalo, which could work in his favor, or their favor, or the Steelers' favor, because, bad hands and all that stuff. It's not the greatest, but I agree with you. Talk about an utter downfall for Deontay Johnson, which stinks because I like Deontay. He's always been really nice to me, always been super cool. But you can't hold back on this one. He has messed up. He has messed up big. The Steelers are definitely throwing parties because of it, and I'm just very excited for what Hard Knocks brings when it comes to this whole disaster, because you're getting inside access. You're getting some of this, and I'm excited for it. Football season is on fire right now, and the Pittsburgh Steelers, well, they're looking pretty good, and I don't think there's anything that brings more excitement right now than thinking about going to the game. And right now, GameTime has a new feature called GameTime Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play even easier. GameTime Picks features out all the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. Obviously, Pittsburgh Steelers, Cleveland Browns, round 2 is red hot, but you could go to Christmas Day, Philadelphia, if you're really feeling feisty, in Cincinnati and Baltimore, both on the radar and the upcoming schedule for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let me tell you why GameTime is incredible. They have a couple of things. First, the GameTime Picks, which curates to make it easier to save more on sports, concerts, comedy, theater, etc., all in pricing, which shows you the total upfront with no surprise fees at checkout. Seat views to get a panoramic view from your seat in the app before you ever buy. The lowest price guaranteed, or GameTime will credit you 110% of the difference. And GameTime ticket coverage, which means your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with GameTime. Download the GameTime app, create an account, and use code ALLSteelers for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code ALLSTEELERS for $20 off. Download GameTime today. What time is it? Game time. We did not talk about this because we did not talk yesterday, but what were your thoughts on Hard Knocks?
Oh, I loved it. Absolutely loved it. Me and my wife sat down and watched. I said, oh, okay. Penn's game's over on Tuesday night. Time to watch Hard Knocks. We settled in, and from minute 1 to minute 56 and a half, it was premier content. I loved it.
Yeah.
And I love the fact that it's exactly what we expected. Mike Tomlin is the MVP of Hard Knocks week 1, and I'm guaranteeing you he will be the MVP of Hard Knocks for the remainder of these episodes as well.
Do you think that it gives him like a real shot? Because people are going to toss that out there. They are starting to toss that out there already. Do you think it gives him a real shot to win Coach of the Year?
Unless Dan Campbell decides that he wants to quit coaching football, I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah, that is true, Dan Campbell. I think it could be neck and neck, though. I think it could be neck and neck. This is going to be the closest he'll ever get.
Yes,
to winning.
The Steelers will have to beat 2 of the 3 games in that 11-day stretch and finish first or second in the AFC for him to be able to make it neck and neck. But I think Dan Campbell has a pretty strong hold on that award as of right now.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that, but I do love that they're giving him this attention because he deserves it. And it's cool to see the inside. It's cool to see like a lot of people. I think the best part of it is a lot of people have a negative connotation with players coach. That is not who Mike Tomlin is. He's a player's coach that will get you to run through a wall for him, that knows everything about the game. That the Nick Herbig prediction thing that he did, and everybody's like, dude, he knew it was coming. I've heard that happens every single week in multiple different areas, and that's master the game. Master the game. I agree with you. It was awesome. And I had people complaining, like I got family down in Baltimore that are like, oh, the Ravens cannot get any screen time. I'm like,
you lost.
Yeah, 2 AFC North teams played, and you lost to Philly. Like, what did you want to talk about here? Do you want to just, Saquon did it again, and Lamar Jackson didn't look that great. Here we go. There's nothing to talk about, pal. There's a lot more to talk about on a different side of that. I'm excited for Tuesday. It's the first time I've ever watched Hard Knocks, so I'm enjoyed it. Like the first season I was into it, and then I was like, this is getting boring. So I'm excited for the rest of it.